Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Michelle and it's been a hot minute since I've done a reading, but I was actually being challenged to start by just talking to you like a normal person. Like, I don't know, like talking to you like a normal person. So this is the first time I've channeled without cards. I do have cards here that I could, shuffle at some point. But I have a note card here that I wrote down messages. So if you see me glancing down, you know why. But if you if you actually stayed here for longer than a minute, thank you. Thank you very much. So, hello. I am so nervous but excited at the same time. So I was taking a bath today and I kept getting the song All My Life by Foo Fighters. And I know what it's about. I actually looked up what he's talking about, but that's not the message. That's not the message. But they want me to bring up All My Life by Foo Fighters because, in a way, this is also talking about a radical authenticity with how and who you are. And my thing about the lyrics that came through that kept standing out to me, and I kept laughing about these. Because it was all my life I've been searching for something. And so maybe the people that I'm talking to are, well, I'm talking to you. So maybe you are the type of person that all your life you've been searching for something wrong with you that you would have to constantly fix. And self-improvement, something about addiction to self-improvement, because the other lyrics that stood out to me in that song is done, done, and I'm on to the next one, done, and I'm on to the next one. And when I hear that being said and I'm seeing what we're talking about and how done, on to the next one, it's like you go to one healing, you go to one, you read one self-help book, you're done with that, you sometimes you don't even integrate what you've learned. And that's not calling you out in a bad way or telling you you're doing it wrong. But some of the things, it's almost like they don't stick. It's almost like they don't stick to you. Some of the things do, and you integrate them. Great, awesome. And put that on a bumper sticker on the back of your car. I did that. Cool. But the stuff that's, falling off and not sticking and not resonating with you, it's almost like you keep searching for something to fix you. You don't need something to fix you. And I feel like you're being stirred away from this level of self-destruction, because the more you focus on I need to improve, you're not looking at yourself in the mirror in the now moment. And when you're not looking at yourself in the mirror in the now moment and loving yourself from here, which is funny, is I thought what I wrote down was hearting you from here. I thought that was from one of your spirit team. But I feel like they're saying you're not loving yourself from where you're at after you've integrated things. I don't think you give yourself the opportunity to love yourself after that. Love yourself after that without jumping to the next thing. And because I feel like there's such a constant push to ascend, but You can't bypass. You can't bypass your life. You can't just like, that's why things are not sticking. That's why things are not sticking and you're not being able to integrate the things. I feel like you're reading these things and they sound helpful and you're learning these things and they feel helpful, but it's like Spirit's showing me like putting flour through a sifter before you make bread. You're gonna like sift it into the bowl, right? And then sift it again through to the bowl. And so some of it goes in, some of it you integrate, and some of it you don't. Which, again, just like any reading that you get, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And that's another thing. Is there something about needing to remember that the answers are also like not just outside of you. They're not just outside of you. The answers are not just outside of you. What you are looking for. All your life you've been searching for what? All your life you've been searching for something wrong with you. Instead of searching for what's wrong with you, go internally. Go internal. Find ways to support yourself. Like, have support. It's okay to have supportive people with you while you're doing the internal work. But, like, do the internal work for you, not necessarily to improve. Like, that's not where I'm going with this. Is, like, seek the things inside of you. Seek the things that are inside of you instead of the external, and learning externally and then bringing it into the internal. Because a lot of the stuff may be helpful to meditate. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, yo, I don't know how to meditate. I can't silence my mind. I can't do this. I can't do that. There's no excuse not to meditate. I'm going to tell you this. Do you feel at peace when you cook? Do you think about anything else but like love and the fact that you're prepping the meal? You're meditating. You're meditating. Maybe if you're working and you're cooking, then like maybe not so much because there's that pressure. But when you're at home and you're cooking for your loved ones and your family, that can be a form of meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be like a monk going om, but you know, that monk going om is not necessarily a bad thing either. That's like, I'm never meaning my messages to come out in a way that it's hurtful or anything. It's just giving you context. It's giving you context of like how I want to explain it. Because here's the thing. I crochet. When I crochet, my mind is not on the things that are bothering me. My mind is not on the fact that there's like laundry that needs to be done. I'm ADHD. Enough said, right? When I focus on that one thing, I focus on that one thing. And so people meditate when they walk. Walk without headphones. That's a form of meditation. So when you meditate and you give yourself time to be with yourself and see yourself with the flaws, the goods, bads, and the uglies. You can't negate any of it. It's okay to see the good in yourself. It is okay to see the good in yourself. But you can't avoid looking at your shadows. Because your shadows are you. In the best ways and sometimes the worst ways. Depending on how you look it. Okay? Not telling you like you're the worst, but I'm also telling you it could be the best or the worst ways, depending on how you look at it. Alright, let's go into a tarot reading, because I don't know what this collective was expecting from me. But, let's see. Is there anything additional we want to say? Ten of Cups. I love that energy. Ten of Cups is giving me that, like, if there's hope for the better. If that's not in your present situation, it's coming. If it is in your present situation, hey, congratulations. Congratulations, you know? I'm being told to say congratulations on your promotion. I don't know who that was for, but congratulations on your promotion. Congratulations on you getting new opportunities, whether that's in love, finances, travel just came to mind as well. Like, give yourself credit for all the work that you have been doing, because here's the thing, is I'm going to say all your life you haven't been searching for, like, I know I said you feel like it feels like you've been searching for what's wrong with you, but all your life, the truth in the most honorable way, all your life you've been really searching for you. Like, you at the soul level. But in order to see you or find you at a soul level, you have to be able to embrace and integrate the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean to go in and, like, fight for your life. I also heard, like, I went to say fight for your life, and then I heard someone in my clairaudience say fight for your right to party. So whoever that's meant for, take what resonates, leave what else, leave it the rest for someone else. Oh my goodness. So what card represents this collective? That's what I want to know. What card represents this collective? That one. Ace of Swords. This collective is Ace of Swords. Like, you guys are heavy. Like, to me, I think of the swords as thoughts. Like, you guys are thinkers. You guys are natural leaders, because look at that spiral staircase. Like, who else knows how to navigate that? I don't know. I don't know. Not every collective is the same. That's why I'm like, whoever this is for, you're represented by the Ace of Swords. You are the breakthrough. You are the magic as well, is what I like. It's funny, as I wrote that in a notebook while I was at the mall earlier, is you are the magic. And so with this Ace of Swords energy, there is something going on where I feel like you're getting to basically begin that internal thing. And maybe I'm talking to people that are already going internal as well. So, like, please, if you stayed this long, I hope you stayed this long to hear me say that, because not everyone in this collective is going to have the same journey. And I'm going to say a lot of things that may or may not resonate. And that's okay too. Spirit, besides what I've already said, what do they need to hear for their highest good and their highest happiness? What does this collective need to hear for their highest good and their highest happiness? Yeah, I'm drawn to this one. You got two cards. You got the Two of Wands, which that gives me the vibe of like needing to make a decision whether when it comes to movement, because fire for me feels like movement. But there's also going to be the Three of Swords energy is coming through. There is going to be a tough truth. A tough truth. Yes, Three of Swords equals like heartbreak and betrayal, but sometimes the betrayal is not so traumatic. It's not so traumatic. Sometimes it's as simple as being honest with yourself. Yeah. Being honest with yourself hurts. Especially when you are grieving what you thought to be true, and realizing that the more you look at the situation and the more you try to control it and morph it into what you're wanting, that it's still that, like, okay, the way Spirit's telling me to describe it is you're trying to morph like horse manure into a trip to Paris. Like something completely stark different than what you're experiencing. So like you're seeing a trip to Paris, but in your reality, what you're experiencing is horse manure in a pasture. And being that honest with yourself about it's not necessarily where I want it to be. It's not like a lot of the horse manure may actually not be something you're in control of. The horse manure could be from different people. But this is also a reality of taking accountability for the projections that we intentionally or unintentionally put on people. Right? I'm talking to myself. Like, I'm talking to myself. This message is hitting me as well, because the Three of Swords came out for me in my own experience a couple times yesterday. And the way I can describe it for myself, maybe I'm meant to tell you a little bit. I'm not going to tell you a lot. A lot of it's personal. But I was trying to control how quick or how slow someone can heal themselves for themselves. I was trying to push someone's limits. And this was intentional because I care about that person. And because I feel that they can do better for themselves. But I gotta remember the harsh reality is they are in control because it's their life, not mine. And I was over-functioning. I was self-destructing. I was self-destructing through over-functioning. Feeling like I had to mother someone that didn't need that from me. That person in my life needed me to do my role as who I am to them, not a mother figure. And that was a harsh reality to look at for myself. Is I needed to hear it. I needed to hear it for myself and learn it for myself, that that is what I was doing. And yeah, I am calling myself out throughout this whole thing as well, because here's the thing is all my life I've been searching for something wrong with me so I can fix it. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. And a lot of the stuff, yeah, I'm calling myself out. But here's the thing, is by calling myself out and mentioning it on here, this is showing you, this is honestly showing you that you're not alone. And you know what? You are loved anyway. No matter what, you are loved anyway. I want you to hear that. You are loved anyway. I don't know, we both had to take a deep breath there, huh? Alright. Let's go ahead and get you a different card, because I love the Light Seers cards, but I also want to see what comes up. What comes up must come down. Alright. All my life I've been searching for something. Okay. What we got here? What am I looking for? Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Ah! Ta-da! Oh, they're upside down. This is called the Mindful Collective Daily Affirmations. Okay. Let's go ahead and see, what does the collective need to hear? That one. My body allows me to thrive. Is this one? Another one. I am becoming who I am meant to be. One more. Drawn to the one on top. I find strength in the silence. Which is funny, because on my way home, my battery for my phone was very low. And I had walked home and talked with my spirit team and thanked them for walking me home and making me feel safe and talking to them about what I can offer them. And I want to say this, and maybe this is for someone as well, is if you're ever wondering something to give your guides, or have a conversation with your guides, of course, but your joy is good enough for them. May they want something eventually, may they guide you to get something that represents them and allow you to wear it. Yeah. But your joy and the excitement and your love is enough for them as well. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you go for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.